Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It took me quite a long time to develop a voice, but now that I have it, I'm not going to be silent. Shared by Magdalene K. Albright. I am Shadan from the Star in Me team, and the talk of the hour is the importance of speaking up for women. We have been so excited and eagerly anticipated this day. Hello, Deepika. How are you doing?
Hi, Shadan. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Hello, Deepika. Meet Deepika. Deepika is a leadership coach, a mentor, a corporate leader. And here she's here with us to share her insights on this topic, Speak Up Lady. That's the new program we are talking about here. Think our community has been buzzing since we announced we are going live with you. So here we are talking about the program that you launched, the Speak Up Lady, and we would be very excited to learn more about the program with you. If you can slightly introduce yourself to our audience, that'll be great.
Yeah, so now I understand, but I couldn't hear you, Shadan, in the last part. But I like to introduce Speak Up Lady program. Um, as it says, it does not mean it's just about speaking up. I think it's very important to speak up when, how, where. And speaking up is not just about in professional life, but also in personal life. Um, I think the program got named as Speaking Up because I've been mentoring for last 15 years and I mentored a lot of women through Lean in India, Beyond Diversity, other programs. And in the last, say, 3 to 4 years, I realized that a lot of women, over my experience of mentoring, hold back. They really do not think about being open out there. They're just struggling between the fact of balancing their home, their office, their children, and they overthink a lot. They go through a lot of life stage transitions. They have work life balance issues. Networking is the last thing they want to think about. It's like too much time. And
I
that's where I
agree.
felt that they're holding back in their careers and they are not feeling comfortable to move ahead. And that's where I felt that a little push helps blossom women. And there have been
I,
mentors who held my hands to be where I am. That's exactly last 2 years when pandemic occurred. I saw a lot of women holding back, resigning, not being there. And all I wanted to do was make sure we all sustain this, we all move forward, we all grow. And that's how Speak Up Lady Mentoring Program was designed. It was launched last year. I started working when pandemic started. I learned from all the years I've mentored women, and I brought everything together just to make that, to make that impact in the positive lives of women, to make sure that they keep moving ahead, they keep growing, whether personally or professionally.
I agree. So I recently read one of your quotes, which I kind of connected with very well. It was give yourself time and be gentle with yourself. Acknowledge your feelings and work on yourself if you need to. Aim for progress and not perfection. I think whatever you said goes so well with this that you have quoted, and I think all of our audience will be able to connect with this quote now after hearing you as well. So moving on to my next question, it'll be about industry and educational institutes keep emphasizing on on the communication through various mediums. Still, we see a large chunk of employees who are not able to represent themselves in the best possible light. So, why is it important to speak up in professional life or even in personal life? And how can one
So,
reclaim the
Shadan,
power within?
if you don't speak for yourself, no one is going to speak for you. There is no science design where someone can come and read your mind. It happens in
Right.
fictional movies and books. So if we don't ask what I want, if I don't raise a hand and say, I want to do this project, somebody's not going to come in a plate and say, no, it's all yours. And I really feel that this is applicable both in personal and professional. Unless I get up and tell at home, I have an important meeting today, nobody's going to make a noise, everybody keep quiet, they will never understand the seriousness of it. So whether it's personal or professional, if you don't ask for what you want, I don't think so it's going to come your way. It's like you're waiting for a fairy to come and do things for you, right? So I think
Right.
that's
And
one
I
piece
I
I
think
feel it's so important to speak up, because
I agree.
a lot of times we are blaming the whole world that he didn't do this for me, she didn't understand. Speak up, just let your thoughts be there, just ask what you deserve, share about your accomplishments, and just look at the change and the magic it will create because you said so. I think the second piece, what you said, how can one reclaim the power within, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's something I really feel, breaking your own bias. You know,
Mm,
we always talk about biases outside, unconscious
mm,
bias for people, my company, my leaders. For me, it is so very important. Can you break your own bias?
mm,
Can you stop thinking what others are judging about you? Can you stop talking about the fact or overthinking, if I do this, what will happen? I think
mm.
I have learned with the women that we have a lot of biases within us. If we break that, a lot of that will help reclaim the power within ourselves. I also believe in the Simon Sinek why, what, and how, and defining yourself and knowing who you are really helps you to reclaim your power. And it's your power, so no one can stop you. But to reclaim that, you got to know who you are, and that's important.
Right. So it's amazing to hear you because it's very inspiring and very motivational as well. Sitting here, I feel that urge to kind of get there and get bring out the next me in myself. Maybe tomorrow, but yeah, it's very. I think that it's a journey to reach there as well, to kind of speaking up. And
Shad-
you were saying it's a bit of a journey to reach there and to understand the importance of speaking up. I think you have. One has to be confident enough to reach there and speak up, and for that they have to build their own personal brand, like you have built a personal brand uh, for yourself from working in various MNCs on leadership. Can you tell our audience why is it important to create one's personal brand? What are the benefits of it? And do you think the idea of personal branding is commonly misunderstood by people?
yeah, lots of questions on personal branding. Let me take it one by one.
Yeah.
So, Sadan, what we do is upon us.
Hmm.
We imagine that we don't have a brand or we don't need a brand, but having no brand is also a brand in itself,
Hmm.
right? When you say you don't have a brand, so that's the brand. You don't have a brand,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And everyone is unique, and your uniqueness is your brand, right? Bringing that uniqueness consistently out, showing that, and really making that a practice is what creates a brand, right?
Hmm.
Why will anyone look at you if they don't know who and what you are? Just imagine yourself in a corporate. We always say we
Hmm.
don't need someone, a brand in the corporate. But
Right.
if you are not known for your work, if you are not known for the fact that you are the best transformational person, or you are the best accountant, or you are the best presenter, or you work on inclusion, why will anybody come to you? They will go, they will think about it. It will happen if it comes in a list, right?
Hmm.
So, brand is totally upon you. It is your unique story. How you build it, what you build it is upon you. Don't look at other people for building your brands. And that's the key thing. What people talk about you behind your back is the brand we are talking about, right? Your brand speaks for you, it looks for you, it follows you. You stand out in the crowd. Imagine an office, it can lead to opportunities. Somebody can give you a project because you are good at it.
Hmm.
Your some
Right.
other leader will come back and say to your boss, I want this kind of a person, and your boss will ring the bell. Oh, I know. So
Hmm.
only doing great work, not letting people know what you do, what your strengths are, what your skills are, not talking about your achievements, not creating your personal brand. So I just now talked about within office. I think I also want to share a little bit very quickly. 10 years back, I went to my boss because I was looking for a promotion, and typically in a corporate, that's what you say, I'm doing so much, I've got great ratings, why am I not getting a promotion?
Hmm.
I didn't get an answer for that. That's besides the point, because you never have an answer in corporate why you're not getting a promotion. But my boss asked me a very nice question. He says, "Who are you, Deepika?" And I was like very proudly saying, "I'm a director. I'm in this company, and I have these skills, and I am a chartered accountant." He says, "Okay, you just not talked about the company you work for, the number of years you have spent in any other company, but you never spoke about what consists of you, Deepika. If I have to say, if I have to introduce you, I have to say you're a chartered accountant, you work in this company, and you're a director. So designation has become your brand." I
Hmm.
felt very bad. Shadna, I really felt bad. It took me apart. I went back. And that's where my story of knowing who I am started to create that personal brand. And also remember when somebody said, I got an award, and I went and told my boss, I said, I got an award and this is it. And he said, can I Google you? If I Google you and if I can find Deepika Chawla, I will believe it. And I was like, yes, you can. So that's where I am saying it's so very
Hmm.
important. Relationships do work, but your brand
Hmm.
travels first. Remember that. Relationships do work, but your brand travels first. Relationships
Yes.
come later. A lot of people think personal branding is for entrepreneurs, or people working in corporates think they do not need personal branding. But that's not true. You want to be known for something, you need to be appreciated for something, somebody should back you for that. And really, if I look at it, keeping it consistent and just see the magic happening around you, it happens. Nobody has to tell you, you can read it. That's the difference, Shadan.
It's very insightful. So I think we we as as individuals have to kind of work upon everything that you have said, and then only we can take a step ahead in our careers or our lives. uh, so we talked about how important it is to speak up and create your personal brand. So how do they help in designing a desired career roadmap for someone?
Yeah. So let me share a very small story. Say around 15 years back, I was in a group. There was a corporate
Hmm.
mentoring happening by a very senior leader. And that, women leader said, and I don't know, Sharon, you won't even know, but I belong to an era where we were told, put your head down like this and just work. You know, your work will speak for you.
Hmm.
You have to do nothing else. Your work will speak for you. Be humble. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about your achievements. Everybody's watching. Your boss will see. The company will see. And that lady 15 years back told me, gone are the times when you can do this. Please
Hmm.
raise your head, have an external perspective, ask what you want to do. If you need help, raise a hand. Say, I need
Hmm.
to do this. Can I get these skills added to my, project or whatever? Ask for help at home, office, anywhere. But
Hmm.
pick up your head and do that. So I think that was a game changer for me. And if I look at it, how it helps to design the personal brand in a desired career roadmap is, that's where I started changing myself. I started really establishing what I want to be known for in office. I made sure I picked up those kind of projects. If I wanted to do something after 3 years, I started working now, talking to
Hmm.
the right people, exhibiting my skills, picking up those trends, picking up similar kind of projects, asking the person, how can I help you in that area versus how can you help me? Because
Hmm.
all that, creates your personal brand. Because all the time we are looking how those people can help us, while I want to go back and talk about my skills and say, how can I help you? So when you do your personal branding and you start making sure that every step you're taking, thinking about your personal brand and moving towards your career, your roadmap gets more clearer. What are you
Hmm.
being known for? What are you exhibiting yourself as? That is where you want to go. So decide where you want to go, Check your brand, Deepika, you, or Shadan, you. What is your brand?
Hmm.
Check your
Hmm.
brand, you, and check what you want your brand to be in the next 3 years, and then take steps towards it. Because it's a journey
Right.
from
I
where you
agree.
are to where you want to go.
Absolutely. I'm with you there, Deepika. So I hope everyone is listening to these words and they plan their roadmap now with those little inspirations. Uh, Before my last question, I would like to really congratulate you for benefiting hundreds of women professionals with your program. It is an absolute result of your dedication, and we hope you will change thousands of lives with this program in future. Do you remember any special moment of this transformation journey? Any memorable feedback you have received? Any story that has stuck with you through
So,
these programs?
yeah. So, Shadan, I would say we all have a story. You have a story, I have a story. We all have unique stories.
Yeah.
And it has touched my heart and it has really humbled me when I have seen needle shift in my mentees' lives, in their confidences, growth, and the navigation they have done in their careers. I am just a means to their grand journey, if you look at it. They they embark on their journeys. I'm just holding their hands on that. And some of my mentees today are writing books, some have gone for education, some have changed careers, almost 30% have got promotions. I love to see those announcements coming on the LinkedIn, a thank you coming to me in
Wow.
the WhatsApp. But let me just share two stories which have stuck with me. One of my mentees was doing fantastic work, and this is a very common thing I have gone through in my life. But within her home, her children, her office, she was stuck and she could not identify why she's not growing. And she could not, she was
Mm.
getting the great ratings and everything. And that's where we worked together. She was able to embrace her life stage transitions, feel proud of what she is doing. She created a personal branding. She started speaking up. She worked with some mentors for her different kinds of transitions. And she started raising her hand to ask for what she was good at and wanting to work on those projects. And she actually got promoted in 6 months. And she came back and she was like, you changed my life. And I was looking at her and I said,
Wow.
you changed your life. I was not even there doing all those things. I probably just walked the journey with you. Everything you did it. And another story which is so critical, which some of us are unaware of us, some of us would have seen it around us. One of my mentees did not accept herself at all due to her appearance. And
Mm.
the world was not very inclusive enough for her. And especially with pandemic coming in, videos became a very big challenge for her because she didn't
Mm.
want to switch off the video. She didn't want to be presenting. If everything was like blind and she didn't have to show her face, she would do everything. And that was becoming
Mm.
a deterrent because that confidence level was coming down.
Mm.
And as we work together, she's very comfortable in her skin, in her body. She's right out there, expanded her profile. She's taken up
Wow.
more work in the office. She's traveling. She camera is not an issue at all. And I feel humbled to say the biggest return was she has been happy. She's so happy, Shatan. I can't tell you. I mean, that's my, return or my pride moment when I can see somebody growing and being happy. And, I would just say her confidence to strongly, boldly going multifold in herself and growing personally and professionally because she changed the same way personally also.
Wow.
And I would, in the end, just say I'm super, super proud of each mentee of mine. I'm humbled when I realized I've completed 100 women in 1 year, and I enjoy watching them grow. And guess what? All my happiness doubles, triples when I see that ripple effect coming, because some of them learn here and go and mentor other women. And I think
Wow.
that's a big return for me myself.
That is quite a transformation. It's indeed very inspiring, Deepika, to hear the stories of women doing. And I think a little push and a little push from a mentor like you actually does the trick the right way, and gives that person a journey, or they shows the right road towards success. That's what I think it happens. And I really wish to every one of you to check out the program Speak Up Lady, wherein Deepika will share more such amazing stories, and has a clear key takeaways from the program. We will be sharing the link in the description box and in the comment section below. Thank you so much, Deepika, for joining us today and sharing your lovely stories and insights about the program, and talking to our audience with such details. Uh,
Thank you for
so,
having me, Shatan. And I love the way you open the program with all your music and the star in me and the fairing talks and the colors you bring in. I think that brings more energy in our lives. So keep doing that.
thank you so much, Deepika. Have a great day, and we'll see you again at the program.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We invite you all to please speak up by posting a response to share your stories and ideas with us. And don't forget to check out the amazing program Speak Up Lady by Deepika Chawla. It's on our website, and we will be sharing the link in the comment section below. We will see you again in more live sessions. Keep following us and stay tuned as we aim to create the next big you. Thank you and have a great day.